statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. Can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Dome. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Mustangs kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. So Florida State's offense will go on the attack first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt.
Finding some room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Noles want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Snags it, and there's running room. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The RPO, it's complete. Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Mustangs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. A matchup that we're going to lock in on, left side of the line, and whether they can keep this edge rusher at bay. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the counter play. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
What a grab with one hand. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiles. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And he'll be brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Daniels. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Right back to the well. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Spins away from the defense. Here's a little room there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Daniels. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job, buddy.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Mustangs will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hauls it in at the 40. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously, a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability, with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
And so much excitement last year when you started and you beat Alabama, and like everybody was pounding their chest, and then everything's really changed since that point. Norvell back calling plays. You know, he is obviously a guy that's under pressure, under fire, been talked about a lot. This could go a long way if they can have an explosive offense. Get that side of the ball taken care of again, a long way to having another turnaround season for Florida State.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Under fire, finds his tight end. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
To the ground, he's got it again. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I talked to the SMU head coach coming out of the locker room. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Hauls it in. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Hey, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff from the gun. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He'll keep it on second down. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Takes it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
From the gun, the ground game. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They're going to run it. Picks up the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this one.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Give to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
Caught, and he's got room. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the run on 1st and goal. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, SMU! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Quick strike complete. There he goes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Makes a man miss. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield. It's Riles. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida State. The Seminoles back in the lead.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Open on the right side, that's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite.
Could be an alley. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Noles line it up with a 1st and goal. move the tight end. On the option. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man on the right. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needs